Alrighty, what's going on, you guys? This is the Cubone here. As always, I am wearing teal and black like a Duval cap because I'm here to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's about 11 o'clock at night, which is why I'm not doing it in my normal format, even though I did get the whiteboard all nice and set up for you guys. All nice and set up. I didn't want to wake my neighbors, didn't want to be a disturbance. So I'm doing it just like this for now. Also, my microphone's not working properly. That's one of the reasons why I'm not doing it in normal format. So, oh well, it just be like that sometimes, folks. But the Jacksonville Jaguars came away with a much-needed win in Week 11 against their arch-rival Tennessee Titans, 34-14. And honestly, it feels great. It just feels great. Especially, they lost 34-3 last week against the San Francisco 49ers, a good San Francisco 49ers football team. But still, didn't feel good. But you know what makes us forget about those tough losses? Just demolishing your division rival. And one of the most hated division rivals at that. And let's be honest, the Tennessee Titans, they didn't look very good. I told people when the season started, and they didn't want to believe me, but Tennessee's so fraudulent this year. They were a fraudulent team going in. Everyone thought, oh man, Mike Vrabel, he's going to get this shit back on track and all this and that. I said, bullshit. And no one believed me. And this game kind of proved it, all right? Their offensive line is terrible. Tennessee was pretty good at stopping the run. I will give them that. But they had no answer for Trevor Lawrence in the passing game. They almost got very little pressure on him, and anytime there was any symbol of pressure, Trevor was able to use his mobility to his advantage, scramble. He got a couple touchdowns in this game, running the football. He had 4 total touchdowns in this game, folks. Trevor Lawrence had 4 touchdowns in this game. That's my guy, Trevor Lawrence. All right. He looked spectacular. Calvin really looked really good in this game. He had over 100 yards receiving on 7 catches. He had the 2 touchdowns in this game. He also had a very, very, very good in-around run for about 18 yards. So, very good day on him. Zay Jones was back healthy. Had about 4 catches. Nice to see him back in the lineup. Evan Ingram was Evan Ingram. Christian Kirk was Christian Kirk. Travis Etienne wasn't utilized that whole much in this game. I think, though, that is a good thing because Ernest Johnson, when he came into the game, was pretty good. All right. I've always liked Ernest Johnson. I wish they used him a little bit more, and I'm happy to say that they did use him more in this game just because I want to make sure Travis Etienne is completely healthy and not worn out by the time we get to the postseason. I am assuming Jacksonville is going to get to the postseason. They're 7-3 right now. They have a pretty good shot at doing so. But yeah, if they do in fact make it to the playoffs, they're going to need Travis Etienne healthy and not worn out. So getting to Ernest Johnson more involved, I'm all for it. All right, I'm all for it. Defensively, Jacksonville was also really good today. They allowed only less than 40 yards rushing to Derrick Henry. Granted, Derrick Henry is not the same player, I think, as he was beforehand, but even still, Derrick Henry is still Derrick Henry. All right, he's a big-time running back in the NFL for a reason. And, yeah, they held him to about 38, 37 yards rushing. And they did give up 2 touchdowns to Will Levis, but they were late in the game. Jacksonville already had the game wrapped up at that point. All in all, great win from the Jacksonville Jaguars, moving themselves now to 7-3. They will now face the Houston Texans next week, and that's going to be a huge game because Houston is 6-4, Jacksonville is 7-3. Whoever wins that game becomes the team that's sitting at the top of the AFC South. And who would have thought that with the Houston Texans? Who would have thought that the Houston Texans would actually be in this situation right now? Good for you, Houston. You put yourself in a situation where you have a chance to win this division. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Houston. And I'm proud of you because you were such a laughingstock the last few years. Granted, we were also a bit of a laughingstock in Jacksonville. Let's be honest. All right, I'm not going to bring up you-know-who, he who shall not be mentioned. Shut up, Trico. But, yeah, it's nice to see Houston being a good football team again. I'm excited to watch that game on Sunday. It'll be at Houston. Should be a fun one. With that being said, folks, I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time. I hope you guys have a good, happy Thanksgiving this upcoming Thursday. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, folks.